They begin the drive with Williams. Room here to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down. Looking to pass. Tua. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. The Broncos at 1-6 now. And they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
And far be it from me to go ahead and go gloom and doom, right? If they fall down 7-0, 14-0, all of a sudden the cycle starts all over again. So the best way out of this for them, they need something to happen positive early in this game. That's a great way to help break this losing skid.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. This defense for the Chiefs, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Now Tua. But it's caught. Tompkins. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 21. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive. They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On 2nd down, Williams. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. That's complete right around the 8. Touchdown, Broncos. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You'd be really
You don't deserve
upset,
anything
right?
for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He finds his man complete. It's Reeves. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, he usually gets it done. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. Here's a give up the middle. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go play fake. Mahomes completes it to Hardman. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. 3rd and 7 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 17-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now here's Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chiefs respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drop. They watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as... All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Chiefs are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's get it. Let's go.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 39. The kick by Lutz is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Let's go.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains, because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Tua sets up to pass it. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Taken in at the 22. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
43, 15.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 57 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw complete there to Thomas. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 44-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 13 yards, and it keeps the drive moving.
Here we go, set.
On the counter, here's Williams. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Ready.
They'll run it with Williams. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The field goal unit on the sideline. They're going to go with 1 second left. Tua, a final shot before half. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Nwangu now from his end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And that's on Austin Jackson, first-round pick in 2020. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, it's Tua. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Looking middle, and that's complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. throw. It's Mahomes. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Mahomes now to throw. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
Mahomes now on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They run a draw here on second down. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
15.
And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Mahomes going to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 28. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 102 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Right back to him on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Mahomes to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Chiefs 31, Broncos 7. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Bearcats remain at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Second and 10 now. Third quarter action in Denver. Looking to pass. Tua. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Tua now on first down. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over. No doubt about it, a really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, 15, 15, 15.
Gets it to Hardman, a jet sweep. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Lutt's good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
2nd and 4. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. You can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
157 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now, and this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
3 quarters have come and gone.
Yellow.
2nd down and 8. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Off the option, here's Williams. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 105 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll try and run the option left side. 6 yards there on the keeper at 2nd down.
Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And he's brought down. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver.
Javonte Williams with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And the lead drops from 34 to 27. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The 40.
Kene Nwangu.
And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves them with a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
Ready.
And they take a knee. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And they will take a knee here. Here's the Chiefs punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that one hits at the 7 but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
On the double. Ready?
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Down.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Kansas City, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to
it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Y'all on offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, get it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones had to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team.